Have you ever stood in the Pokemon card aisle, completely overwhelmed by the endless shelves of products with no idea where to start? Trust me, I've been there. After years away from collecting, jumping back into Pokemon cards in 2025 feels like trying to catch a Mewtwo with a regular Pokeball. Exciting, but intimidating. But here's the truth. You don't need to spend a fortune to build an amazing collection. In fact, most collectors waste hundreds of dollars on the wrong products because they don't have a strategic plan in place. In this complete guide, I'll show you exactly what I would do if I started collecting Pokemon cards again in 2025. From where to shop, what products to buy, and how to avoid the expensive mistakes that I made as a new collector. Step 1. Set a clear goal before you start collecting. Before you buy your first Pokemon card or product, take a moment to think about what kind of collector you want to be. This might sound easy, but it's actually one of the most important steps when starting your collection. If you don't know what you're aiming for, it's really easy to spend money on random products that you come across and feel lost later on. When I thought about starting over in 2025, I told myself I was going to be a master set collector. This meant trying to collect every single card from sets like Paldea Evolved or Twilight Masquerade. But then something funny happened. Every time I opened up my binder, I'd flip past the commons, uncommons, and regular rares super fast, just to look at the special illustration rares. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't excited about completing full sets. I was really just excited about the cards that look cool to me. This meant the special illustration rares. So I changed my plan. Now I just collect cards that I personally like. Tyrannitars, the ones with awesome art colors, and I also like collecting cards which come in pairs. There are a few fun ways to collect Pokemon cards, and you can choose the one that fits you best. First, you've got the set collector, meaning that they focus on completing specific sets like Twilight Masquerade or Paldea Evolved. Then you've got the Pokemon collector, and this means collecting every card featuring your favorite Pokemon, like all the Charizards or all the Pikachus. Then you have a type collector, which means gathering cards of a specific type, like all fire or all water Pokemon. Or you have an art collector where this person just basically focuses on cards with beautiful artwork. Then you have a special illustration rare collector as well, where they basically just focus on getting all the special illustration rares. But just remember, there's no wrong way to collect. The best collection is the one that makes you happy. So pick a style that fits your budget, your favorite Pokemon, and most of all, whatever you enjoy. Step 2. Know what to buy. Once I decide what kind of collector I want to be, the next step is to figure out what to buy first. There are a lot of Pokemon products out there, and not all of them are a good deal. Some are better for building a collection, while others are more just about having fun opening packs. If I were starting my collection again in 2025, I'd look at 3 main options to kick things off. A booster box, an elite trainer box or an ETB, or a booster bundle. Each one has different benefits depending on your budget and collecting style. So first we have option 1, which is the booster box, and this is good for people starting their master sets. So if you're serious about completing a set like a full master set and have a larger budget, a booster box is the best place to start. You get 36 packs from the same set like Twilight Masquerade or Paldea Evolved. Each pack ends up costing around $3 to $4 if you can grab it at MSRP, and that's cheaper than buying them one by one. You'll also get a huge variety of cards, including a better chance at rare or special cards. It also gives you a strong head start toward completing your master set. Just remember that booster boxes usually cost around $120 or more, and in 2025, they often sell for like $180 plus because of high demand and resellers. If you see one at regular price, consider it a lucky find. With option 2, you have elite trainer boxes. So these are perfect for beginners and include a lot of helpful extras. You get 8 to 10 booster packs from one set, a special promo card you can't find in regular packs, a player's guide that shows every card in the set, and this to me is super helpful for checking off what you already own. You also get card sleeves to protect your pulls, and you also get a sturdy storage box for your collection or duplicates or extra cards. ETBs normally cost around $50 at MSRP, but many stores sell them for like $65 to $150 plus these days. The player's guide alone makes the ETB really worth considering. It keeps you organized and also helps make completing a set feel way more satisfying. Then you have option 3, which is the booster bundle. And so if you're on a tighter budget, a booster bundle is a great way to start your collection without spending too much. You get 6 booster packs from one set, a small reusable box that can hold your cards or even work as a basic deck box. It usually costs around $25 at MSRP, but your local card shops are probably going to mark it up to be around $40. It doesn't come with all the extras like sleeves or a player's guide, but it gives you the fun of ripping packs open and starting your collection with a good handful of cards. Here's something a lot of new collectors don't realize, and it's that sometimes it's smarter to buy the card you want instead of hoping to pull it from a pack. So let's say you're trying to get a special illustration rare card that sells for $30 online. You could spend over $100 on packs and still not pull it, or you can just buy that exact card from websites like TCG Player, eBay, OfferUp, or Facebook Marketplace. Buying single cards is a smart choice because you can save money by avoiding duplicates. You also get exactly what you want. You can complete your master set if this is what you're aiming for faster. And because Pokemon cards are so popular right now, many products sell for more than their original price. If you find any of these products that I mentioned above at MSRP, grab them if you have the extra budget. It's rare to find them right now in stores, but it's a good deal if you can get at MSRP. I usually like to keep things simple. I mostly buy single cards, the exact ones I want, because it saves me money and it also helps me avoid getting too many duplicates. I still love opening booster packs and elite trainer boxes and booster bundles, but I only buy those when I can find them at MSRP, which means the regular price the product is supposed to sell for. If you watch some of my earlier videos on this channel, you'll see the mistake I made of buying Surging Spark booster packs for like $8 a pack, and for example, an ETB for like $85. I now know that these can be considered overpriced. These days, it's pretty hard to find packs at their normal prices because popular products sell out fast and there's a really high demand right now. And often, they cost more at local card shops if you end up finding them also. So when I do spot something at MSRP, I really highly consider grabbing it right away just to rip it open. But most of the time, I just stick to buying the coolest cards as singles that I actually want. No guesswork, no surprises. Step 3. Shop smart to avoid overpaying. One of the biggest mistakes new collectors make is spending way too much money on Pokemon cards. I get it, when you see a new set drop or a cool card go viral, it's easy to panic and buy at any price. But here's the truth. If you're patient and shop smart, you can build an awesome collection without breaking the bank. If I were starting over, this is exactly where I'd shop for Pokemon cards. From the best deals to the places you need to be careful with. First, major retail stores. Stores like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, and GameStop usually sell Pokemon products at MSRP. That's the normal price that Pokemon Company says it should cost. The way I find it at MSRP is that I go on weekday mornings when stores are freshly restocked and there's less of a crowd. You can check both the toy aisle and the checkout lane, as cards are often in both places. I highly recommend that you always ask customer service if they have anything in the back. If something is in stock and at the right price, grab it and rip it open. Don't wait. Second, you have Pokemon vending machines. Pokemon vending machines are super cool and they sell cards at MSRP with no extra fees. They're usually found in malls or shopping centers or grocery stores. They're restocked often and only carry real, authentic products. You can search for machines near you in the link down below in the description from the Pokemon Center website. Third, you have online marketplaces. If you're looking for a specific card, online stores like TCG Player or eBay are your best bet. You can skip the random chance of booster packs and just get the exact card that you want. Smart online shopping involves looking for sellers with 99% or higher positive reviews. It also involves comparing prices across sellers. Make sure to use eBay's sold listings filter to see what the card actually sold for and not just the asking price when it comes to actually pricing a card. Fourth, you have local card shops. Your local game store or your local card shop is a great place to buy single cards, meet other collectors, and attend trade nights. But sometimes prices are about 20 to 50% higher than normal, especially for sealed products. I like supporting local card stores, but don't feel like you have to overpay just to be nice. These shops are awesome for building a community, but not always great for really particular purchases. Lately, I've been spending a lot of time browsing for Pokemon cards on Facebook Marketplace, local Facebook groups, OfferUp, and in local card shops. These places are great if you're hunting for cool looking single cards without spending a ton of money. Sometimes people sell cards from their old collections and don't realize how valuable they are. So you can find really good deals, even up to 70% of what they normally cost online. Scrolling through these marketplaces has actually become one of my favorite hobbies lately. Not only is it fun, but it also helps me learn about new cards, or aka old cards, discover different sets, and get a better idea at spotting deals. Just remember that if you buy from someone online, always meet in a safe place and double check that the cards are real and in good condition before handing over any money. Step 4. Organize my collection from day one. If I started collecting Pokemon cards all over again, one of the first things I do, even before opening my first pack, is making sure that I have a good way to organize everything. Having a system from day one saves you from a huge mess later on. I learned this the hard way. Here's how I keep my collection neat and easy to manage. First, get a good card binder. I'd buy a quality binder with side loading pages. These are made just for trading cards and keep your cards safe from bending or falling out. You don't need anything fancy, just make sure it's durable and has secure pages. I have a video on my channel reviewing different card binders that you can check out. Second, sleeve the good cards. If I pull anything shiny or rare, like holo cards or ultra rares or special illustrations, or anything worth more than a few bucks, I'd put it in a penny sleeve or a dragon sleeve before putting it in the binder. This helps keep the card in great condition so it doesn't get scratched or damaged. Third, use the player's guide if you're collecting master sets. These come with most Elite Trainer boxes and it's a total game changer. It shows every card in the set with little check boxes, and I'd use that guide to check off the cards I'd collect, just like filling up a Pokédex. Step 5. Store or sell your extra cards. When you open a lot of Pokemon packs, you're going to end up with a lot of duplicate cards, especially cards that you already have. But guess what? That's actually a good thing. I like to keep my extra cards stored neatly in an Elite Trainer box, or a simple card storage box is what you can use. This helps me stay organized and makes it easy to find cards later when I want to trade or sell to other collectors. But storing isn't your only option. If I have extras of popular cards or anything a bit more valuable, I will sell them on websites like TCG Player or eBay. It's a really cool way to make some money back and use it to buy more packs or even a single chase card. So don't toss your extras, they might be the perfect trade at your next card night or even help you earn a few bucks for your next Pokemon card hunt. Now starting organized from day one means you won't lose track of your cards, waste time digging through messy piles, or accidentally bend something valuable. It also helps you see what you have, what you still need, and even what you might want to trade or sell later on. Keeping things neat doesn't just make collecting more fun, it also makes it easier to grow your collection and maybe even earn a little more money along the way. Step 6. Mix it up by buying packs and singles. Now, with me starting my collection all over again, I wouldn't just open booster packs and hope for the best. The smartest collectors use a hybrid strategy, which I really recommend that you adopt. This means using both packs and single cards to build your collection in a smarter and cheaper way. When I want the fun of opening packs, I treat myself to a few booster packs or maybe in an Elite Trainer box. Opening packs is super fun, it's like opening a surprise gift. But I'd only buy them when I find them at MSRP like at Target, Walmart, or Best Buy, so I don't end up overpaying. When I'm focused on completing a specific set, let's say all Tyranitar's, that's when I switch to buying single cards, just the ones that I need. Some rare cards are really hard to pull from packs, and it can take a lot of money just to find one card. So instead of gambling on more packs, I'd go online on TCG Player, eBay, or Facebook Marketplace to buy that exact card. Now here's my rule of thumb. If a card costs more than $20, it's usually cheaper to just buy it directly than to chase it in packs. Let's say that I wanted a really special illustration rare Charizard. I could spend over $200 on booster packs trying to pull it, or I could just buy the card for $100 as a single. The math is simple. Buying single cards saves you money and helps you finish your set faster. By mixing the fun of opening packs with the smarts of buying singles, you get the best of both worlds, excitement and progress. Let me know in the comments if you have a rule when it comes to buying booster packs. Now step 7, I would join the trading community. The T in TCG stands for trading card game, and if I were starting over, I'd make trading a big part of my collecting journey. Trading isn't about getting new cards, it's also one of the most fun and exciting parts of the hobby. I'd start by putting all my duplicate cards, the ones that I don't need, in a special trade binder. That way, I always have something to offer when I meet other collectors. Many card shops host events where people come together to trade cards in person. These nights are a great place to meet new friends, show off your collection, and find cards you've been hunting for. I'd bring my binder, look around, and start making trades. If there aren't trade nights near me, I'd still join online Pokemon groups. Places like Facebook, Discord, and Reddit are full of collectors who love to trade. Just make sure to trade with people who have good reviews or trusted reputations so you don't get scammed. Before I trade, I'd always check the current value of my cards using websites like TCG Player or eBay's sold listings. This helps make sure that trades are fair for both sides. Knowing what your cards are worth helps you trade smart and avoid losing something valuable. Trading isn't just a great way to grow your collection without spending money. It's also a fun way to connect with other collectors who share your love for Pokemon. Some of my most favorite moments in this hobby came from trading cards with people who I met through Pokemon. Step 8. Watch out for these common mistakes. When you're just starting out with Pokemon card collecting, it's really easy to get excited and make choices that end up wasting money or damaging your cards. If I could go back again and start over, I'd be extra careful to avoid these beginner mistakes. First, you have trying to collect every new set. New Pokemon card sets come out every 2 to 3 months, and it can feel super tempting to buy everything. But trust me, It's better to just choose 1 or 2 sets you really love and focus on completing those. Otherwise, your money and energy get spread too thin. Second, you have buying right after release, aka panic buying. When a new set first drops, prices are usually way too high. Everyone wants the newest cards right away, so sellers raise the prices. Instead of rushing to buy, I'd wait a few weeks where prices usually drop a little once the hype dies down. Being patient saves you money. Third, you have buying loose packs from random sellers. Loose booster packs, especially online, can be weighed or resealed, which means someone might have taken the good cards out already. That's why I only buy sealed products from trusted stores or websites. It's the best way to know you're getting something real and not untampered packs. Fourth, you have not protecting your cards. Cards can easily get bent, scratched, or worn out if you don't store them right away. I'd make sure to get card sleeves, a binder, or a storage box early on. Even if a card isn't worth a lot now, you never know how much it could be worth in the future, so keep it safe. Fifth, you have ignoring single cards. Like I mentioned before, opening packs is super fun. It's like a surprise every time. But if you're trying to complete a set, buying a single card is almost always a smarter and cheaper option. Instead of spending $100 on packs hoping to pull a rare card, you can just buy that exact card for a fraction of the price. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll have more fun, save money, and build a collection that you're proud of. Collecting Pokemon cards isn't just about luck, it's about making smart choices along the way. The most important thing I'd remember if starting again is that collecting Pokemon cards should be fun, not stressful. I'd focus on enjoying the experience rather than obsessing over value or completion. Some of my best advice involves set a budget and stick to it, celebrate small wins like completing a page in your binder or getting a new card, sharing your collection with others who appreciate it, and taking your time. Collecting is a marathon, not a sprint. Try to remember it like when we were kids. Likewise, I'd focus on strategy, patience, and again, having fun. So much has changed in this hobby, but some things stay the same, like the thrill of chasing a rare card, admiring the artwork, and connecting with others who share the same love for collecting. Now that you know how to start strong, it's just as important to avoid the mistakes that can slow you down or drain your wallet. If you want to learn about the 10 worst Pokemon collecting mistakes that could be costing you a fortune, check this video out. You won't want to miss it.